Oh, well, it's lovely to have a few minutes with you. Thank you so much for joining me on Atmosphere. Let's get into it then. We are loving
absolutely.
Over here at Atmosphere Radio. So tell us a little about the latest track, Over. What's the inspiration for it?
So it was written in lockdown, and it was an experience that I had of a breakup where he ended it with me, but he couldn't leave, obviously, because we were locked down. Yeah. So it was a whole not kind of coming to terms with the fact that it's over because they're still there. So the whole message behind the song is it's not over until you're gone, because we're basically acting like a couple still. So
wow, that sounds difficult. I'm sure there'll be loads of people who can relate to that in the past 2 years.
I think so.
Now, this is the first time we've spoken, so I wanted to ask, what's your musical upbringing been like?
So, no one in my family sings, which is crazy, but my dad is a drummer and he used to play in bands quite a lot. So I used to go and watch him and in his shows and, you know, fangirl my dad. And then my mum was a drum and bass promoter. She doesn't do it anymore, but
cool.
she was an absolute raver. So I would come home from school and there'd be drum and bass blasting through the whole house. And I think it's just in my blood, really, to live and breathe dance music.
That is very, very cool. I imagine there weren't many mums who were blaring drum and bass on the way to school when you were growing up.
No, my mum was definitely unique, that's for sure.
Nice. Has she got any favourite? Does she give you any sort of like help with your own music then with her background?
Do you know what she does? Like, she knows, she's really good with kind of direction. She'll know if it's taking too long before the drop comes in and stuff like that. And she's always so honest. She'll be like, oh, it's dragging a bit. I'm like, thanks, Mum. But she does know what she's talking about, to be fair.
Oh, that's good. Because normally most people are like, my parents don't understand what I do at all.
Yeah. No, mine definitely do.
I've worn my Robyn top especially for you today because I heard that you're a bit of a fan of Robyn as well.
I am a big fan of Robyn.
Queen. I mean, is that kind of one of the artists whose careers you'd like to emulate, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's just very timeless and she's just got something really, really different that not many people have. And it's just, you know, she crosses over into the commercial world, but she's very respected in the underground and she does some amazing dance collaborations. And I just think, you know, the bass lines and the drive behind her music is kind of what inspired me in my music. So, and all the arpeggiators and just the way that it makes you want to move and cry.
Yeah, sad dance bangers. That's my
sad dance bangers. That's literally what I make.
Yeah, I love it. Any favorite Robyn songs?
My all-time favorite is With Every Heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a classic. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. And just the strings and the build up, it just gets me every single time.
Yeah, definitely a good one. I also host the Chill Show. And I think you're a bit of an Enya fan, which we're going to get onto later.
Yeah.
But any good chill songs that you would love? When do you need a chill song, and what's your go-to chill song? Is it like after you get off stage?
I would say a Sunday, I'll always put a chilled electronic playlist on. I'm trying to think what my go-to chilled song is. There's so many. I can't think off the top of my head. But anything that's like around 100 BPM with, you know, soft kind of, with a soft drum beat and a nice little synth line. Yeah. I can't think.
I love a bit of Massive Attack, Teardrops.
Oh, Massive Attack, Obsessed.
It's a good one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Teardrop, and then there's another Massive Attack one that is an absolute classic. But again, my head.
Yeah, you got your own songs in your head.
I'm running around like a headless chicken and I can't, you know, when it's on the tip of your tongue and you can't say it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm on radio. They're all written down in front of me. So that's the way that I never forget because of that. Now, for people who don't know, Camden is your real name, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And you're named after a venue, right? So music's in the blood.
Yeah, it is. Camden Palace. So it's now Coco, which everybody knows it for. It's an iconic venue in Camden Town. My parents just loved Camden Town, so they used to go there a lot. I'm actually in Camden Town right now, which is
Spooky.
Ironic. Yeah. And yeah, my dad played at Camden Palace in his band, and my mum was pregnant with me, so they it was a no-brainer. They were like, we need to call it Camden.
That is very, very cool. And have you played Camden Palace, now known as Coco, in London? Yeah, have you played that venue?
You know what, I've done a guest vocal slot there, and it was like a dream come true.
Wow.
But yeah, next on the agenda is my own headline show.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that would, I think my mum and dad would have their life would be complete, basically.
Oh yeah, they get VIP AAA for that gig.
Oh yeah.
Obs.
They'll be on all the balconies just living their best lives.
And is Cox your real name as well? Is that your real surname?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So cool. Camden Cox and Andrea Fox and Atmosphere Radio. I'm loving it.
This is meant to be.
It rhymes and we don't know. Now, is it true as well at the start of your career that a karaoke night and a certain UK star had quite a big impact on your career?
Yeah, absolutely. I moved to London and I just had no idea what to do with myself. I was just auditioning for all sorts of stuff because I was a singer, but I wasn't a writer. And I was singing karaoke in a random bar in Wood Green. There was about 3 people in there, and one of them happened to be Labyrinth. And he's a really good friend of mine now and a bit of a mentor. He's really given me some amazing advice along the way. He told me to stick around in London and to start writing, and that was really important for me. And yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that moment.
That's amazing. So amazing. And I'm always so sad that Labyrinth has had to like leave the UK to really have like stellar success. But so pleased for him at the same time.
Yeah, he's absolutely killing it over there. And he's just so respected. Everybody knows who he is and everybody thinks he's a genius, and, you know, deservedly.
Yeah, what a great friend to have as well. And fast forward to being signed, but then the pandemic. How did that feel for you?
Well, it was crazy. I wasn't actually signed. My record deal came a few months ago at the end of 2021.
Congrats.
But in 2020 was when I first started to see a bit of recognition, and I had a couple of songs out and things were starting to kick off, and then the pandemic hit and I was like, this is not meant to be. Why me? And but I just pushed through it. I didn't let it faze me. I learned to vocal produce from home so I could still keep going with everything I was doing before the pandemic, and got really good at that, and it just excelled my writing. And yeah, after working hard through the pandemic, I then got signed. So
yes.
Yeah.
Good on you. And I have to say, I love talking to artists for the breakfast show. We had Jax Jones on last week. And I have to say, it's not often that I get to chat to female artists. I know you've worked with like Eli and Fur and people like that in the industry, but how have you found navigating the music industry as a female artist?
I feel like, especially as a female artist in dance music, it's 10 times harder for us because the balance is so off that most DJs are guys, and almost every song I've featured on or collabed on has been a guy. And I find that it's really difficult to get my name even said on the radio. They'll just say the name of the main artist. And I don't necessarily know if that's just about being a female, that's just about being the singer and the feature. But it is very male dominant. I think it's getting better though, because there's a lot of powerful women coming through in the dance scene and amazing DJs that are holding their own. And obviously featuring on Eli and Fur's song was a first for me. It was my first female collaboration and my first of many. I've got more kind of in the pipeline now, and I just think it's really inspiring to see girls teaming up.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was going to say, didn't you work on, is it Ben Hemsley's Love, Peace and Harmony and Weiss as well? Ain't Me Without You?
I didn't work on Ben Hemsley. I worked on Salado and More.
Okay.
Which came out around the same time. It's called Power. And then Weiss, Lift Me Up, which came out last year as well. But yeah, I teamed up with a few girls on that, on both of those actually. A girl called Autumn Rose, she's an incredible songwriter. She's nominated for a Grammy actually, and a new artist called Moya. And yeah, we wrote the top lines for those songs, so it was a good experience for sure.
Amazing. And I wanted to ask, I mean, Becky Hill winning the Best Dance Act at the
Yeah.
Brit Awards. What do you think that means for the industry as well?
I cried when it happened.
Same.
Because I'm so proud to see a woman getting that award and representing dance music, because, you know, there was only two girls up for a nomination, and I was just praying that one of them would win it, and Becky absolutely deserved it because she has been grafting, and I'm a grafter as well, so I really align with her. And just the fact that she's, you know, she's held her own for so long, and she's had her name first on a lot of songs, and then male DJs have then been the feature, which has changed the game for sure. I feel like she's the first person who started to do that, really. And yeah, I find her really inspiring, her journey really inspiring.
Yeah. Long may that continue. And you've touched on maybe working with some female artists. Are you working with Karen Harding? Anything you can tell us coming up there?
Well, Karen Harding's one of my best friends. So
we love Karen Harding here at Atmosphere. I've chatted to her a few times. She's so lovely.
She is honestly one of the most talented people I've ever worked with. She's just incredible. She's got such a unique voice, and her songwriting is also amazing. We've written a lot of songs together that have come out that you know, people might not know that me and her wrote together. And, you know, she's co-written some stuff that I've released. I've co-written some stuff that she's released. And yeah, we have a really nice working relationship. I just think she has an insane future as well. Like, some of the songs she's got coming out are really exciting.
Amazing. And anything else you can tell us for 2022 that you're working on?
Well, I have low-key started DJing. Nobody really knows about it yet, so because it's not something I've been shouting about. I've been quietly learning in the background. It's always something I've wanted to do, and I feel like there's a natural gravitation towards DJing because I live and breathe dance music, and I love discovering new music as well. So I started by just curating playlists and working out what goes with what, and, you know, I just decided to get on some decks and see how it went, and I'm absolutely loving it. So expect to see a few DJ sets for me soon.
I can't wait. Yeah, we'll definitely get you doing a mix here at Atmosphere for a Saturday night.
I'd love to, yeah.
Amazing. I wanted to quickly finish on some tattoos. Now, we mentioned Enya a little while ago. Is it true you've got an Enya tattoo?
I have. It's not necessarily, most people wouldn't know it's Enya, but I have a compass, and then the lyrics around it: sail away, sail away, sail away.
The classic, yeah. Monaco flow. So I wanted to do a quick little tattoo quiz with you. 5 questions about famous people's tattoos.
Oh god.
So let's see how you go with this one.
Okay, I'm scared. Right.
Okay, first up, which former boy band singer has the 2 Ronnies logo of 2 pairs of glasses tattooed behind his left ear?
Is it someone in One Direction?
I think older boy band. Think 90s.
Justin Timberlake.
I'm afraid it's Robbie Williams. He's got a lot of tattoos. Maybe I should have given you a bit of a clue with take that. Okay. 0 out of 0. Don't worry. It's 0 out of 1. We're on to the next one. I think this one's
redemption.
Quite easy. I shouldn't have said that now. It's okay. Which singer and former X Factor judge has the female boss tattooed across her right arm? Remember her doing that on the show?
Is it Cheryl?
No, I think she was after Cheryl.
Nicole.
No, Talisa.
Right. Talisa. Do you know what? I'm clearly not good on tattoos. I don't know why I shouldn't have so many now.
You know your own. Okay, third one of 5. Which singer has the words "stay away" and some playing cards on his forehead? This is a US singer and rapper.
There's some playing cards.
He's got a lot of scribbles on his face. I'm just going to say there's a lot on there.
Hang on, his name's on the tip of my tongue. Post Malone.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely helped me out there, but
brilliant.
Just say, it all came from here.
It's fine. There's no cash prize. Okay. Which former boy band member has some chevrons on his right arm? I'm going to say you got the band right a little earlier on. So think one of those guys. former boy band member, with some chevrons on his right arm. Again,
It's
they're
like-
all covered these days, aren't they? So I didn't even know. I had to go and double check. I was like, is that
Oh,
true?
really?
Yeah.
They've
when I was
all got them.
researching
They've
this.
all got them.
They've all got them.
Harry Styles.
Liam Payne.
Oh,
We
we've
could have
literally
gone through the whole band, but I was like, that might be cheating.
Yeah, I'm not good at this game. Damn.
Final one. Which
Okay.
female US singer has David Bowie on a ribcage? Again, she's got quite a lot, to be honest.
Miley Cyrus.
She's on the edge of glory. She's rained down on.
Lady Gaga.
Yes, 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
Woo!
so good.
Are you going to go and get all of those tattoos now, and then you'll remember?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you know what? I'm just going to search celeb tattoos, and I'm going to get to know every single tattoo so that I don't have to mess up this game.
Yeah, get the body art. Have you got any more plans for any more body art? Anything?
Yeah, I do actually. I don't know necessarily what, but I'm a big fan of ink. I've got loads of little ones everywhere. I've got
Say
this
little
one,
butterfly.
this one, I've got this one. I've got a few more. I've got some on my rib cage. I mean, I'm not going to go wild, but I really like the little kind of dainty ones. So there'll be some more, definitely.
Nice.
Probably this year.
Yeah, maybe next song, something that's like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might just get each song title tattooed on me. I'll start with Over.
Yeah.
Maybe call the next single Out, so it's like Over and Out.
Out.
Yeah.
I love that. It'd be like an album, like
Yeah.
like the track listing down your arm. Camden Cox, it's been so lovely to chat to you for Atmosphere. Loving all of the singles. Good luck with Over. Good luck with Out. And we look forward to you doing a mix for us as well soon.
Thank you, Andrea. It's been so nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Give my love to Karen Harding when you chat to her as well.
I will.
See you later. Good luck in the studio. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Andrea Fox, every Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m.